gonna say you should make a smile. This is me. This is Dave. I've been making videos. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna ice a cake. See, I got the cake right here. I got a big old bowl of frosting. So we're gonna ice a cake. So see, I guess make sure it's like almost like a cookie show. Yeah. Almost. I'm making a cookie show. I don't know the name of it, but we'll make sure it got a big old pot of I call this cookie show midnight rations. Otherwise known as midnights. Host. Yep, I'm the host. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure you get a big old blob of frosting, in the bowl. Make sure it's all mixed up, and you're gonna take a big old thing of it. You're gonna put it right on your cake. It's gonna look kind of weird. I can't really put the camera like that a bit, but you'll get the idea. Actually, I bet if I do this, fix this bit. Nobody's wanna be somebody's. We say, it looks like a pile of poop. Alright, yeah, and again, you're going to want to make sure you have a big old pile on your cake. Because you're going to be doing 2 cakes, you only have a measured amount in the bowl. And so, at this point, you're just going to make sure you get a nice pile of frosting on here. And pull over, get it out of the shot. You see? I know it looks like a pile of poop on that thing, but that's alright. And you're going to take it basically all the way to the edges as far as you can without tearing the cake. And you're going to basically just spread it around. It's almost like you're building bricks for some of you bricklayers back home. Laying down a mortar. But, so anyway, for some of you other people, I heard a good joke the other day. A guy goes to a priest and he's like, hey, I want to get married. And the priest is like, alright, so you can't have sex for 3 months. So, 3 months go by. And he goes back to the priest. And he's like, hey, I did what you said, now what? And the priest is like, well, how'd it go? And the guy's like, well, the first month was alright, the second month was a living hell. The third month, I couldn't take it anymore, So when she bent over, I just put it in her. The priest piped up, well, they're not going to like that up here in the church very much. The guy's like, yeah, they didn't like too much the Safeway either. So, anyway, we're almost done with this cake, Make sure it looks really nice. You can put anything you want on this cake. You can put sprinkles, you can put Hershey syrup on it. Just pretty much anything you want. But seeing as, a lot of these people on this crew, they're kind of picky about what goes on the cake. They don't like this, they don't like that, they want this, they don't want that. There's really no happy medium. So, you just gotta, just base it, So, we're almost done with the cake here. See, look at that. That's looking rather nice. Whatever's left on your spatula, just take it. Wipe it in the bowl. You got a done cake. Look at that. Just take it, turn around, put it up. Pull out the next one. Bare bones. And we start the whole process all over again. And for some of you people back home that don't know anything about military portions or anything, this is 100 portions of cake. A portion being 1 slice of cake per person. But there again, not a lot of people eat cake. So, anywhoosers, we're starting the whole process all over again. Make sure you scrape your bowl really good. Get a big old wad on your rubber spatula. Scrape the bowl, throw it down. Scrape the bowl, throw it down. And for or back home, this is just a very basic box mix. You can buy this at any convenience store, Fred Meyer, Safeway. You know, I don't really have a particular brand, you know, but I hear a lot of people like Duncan Hines. They really do some really good products. I particularly like them, especially their peanut butter chocolate cake. That is awesome. Go ahead and go try that. I bet you can buy a box mix of it, you know, for one cheap pan cake. Probably about $5.95 at Safeway at any convenience store. Alright. We start the whole process all over again. You know, looks like a pile of poop right in the center of the cake. So we start the process all over again. Spread it out. Nice and even. And if you get to the point where it seems like your frosting's too thin, or yeah, let's do that. If it's too thin, add some powdered sugar to it. It'll thicken it up really well. You know, people you don't know what powdered sugar is, confectioner sugar. You can buy that anywhere. Or if your frosting is too thick, add some hot water. Not a lot, just a little. Probably about a good third of a cup. Just a little dab will do ya. But other than that, you basically just have to make sure that the frosting has a nice velvet to it, you know? So, other than that, you just gotta use your own judgment, use your goodwill, your training, in the words. Make sure it goes on everywhere, covers all the corners. Make sure it doesn't drip anywhere either, because when you put this thing up in the cake pie rack up there, if you put it on the sides, it's going to go everywhere. So, really nice and easy. Just like that. Make sure it goes everywhere. Spread it out. Wipe it down. Spread it out. Wipe it down. And when you have, if it seems like you have enough of excess, just kind of go through. Scrape some of it off. You know, who wants to eat a big old wad of frosting, you know, with their cake? You know, I obviously don't. You know, you wouldn't want that out in the civilian world, a big old piece of cake, and then you take a bite out of it and you get sick because it's frosting. Yeah. Who wants that? I don't want that, you don't want that, it's a bad day. Alright. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You got yourself a frosted cake. With that done, you can clean up your mess. Grab your rag. Grab your rag, clean up your mess, whatever mess you left. Throw your dishes in the window, and then move on to your next product. This has been Frosting a Cake. See you soon. Have a good one.